Well, coming up on today's show, if you'll remember last week we did some traveling for Midsummer. Well, everybody loves being by the water, so we make another trip up to the North Coast, check out the island of Put Bay, and there is a lot of surprises in today's show. Stay with us. You don't want to miss 1 minute. I'm Mike Kilburn, and along with Renee Warner, we're out and about on the North Coast. Look at the beautiful detail on this artifact. And you can come to the Rutherford B. Hayes Presidential Library and Museum and actually hold some of these. And they have some great displays about medicine in the 19th century, as well as I'm in a trench from World War I. And this display is going to open later on this month. Christy told us more. Good to have you back on the show.
Pleased to be here.
Always love to come to the Rutherford B. Hayes Presidential Library and Museum. This place is amazing, and you guys are always doing something new. That's why it's such a pleasure to be here, so thanks for having us. Let's talk a little bit about some of the themed things and tours that you have going on through the summer months.
Yeah, we started a new thing this summer. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, we have something that we're calling Today's Schedule. So all throughout the day, we have all kinds of activities going on. One of them is, we kind of have an example here before us. We actually get an artifact out of our collection storage. So we pull something out unusual, and we actually let people handle it. They get to get up close, we explain it, they take a look at it, they get to kind of put the gloves on, the curator gloves, feel it, see what it's like. So that's one of the things that we have going on that's included with admission.
Well, you know, like I said, we get to see a lot of museums, and it's nice to know you come in and actually touch and try and see some of the things that are here. The other thing I'm really impressed with is some of the displays that you have. And one of the things I know you've done one now on 19th century medicine, and you got another one coming up on World War I. So talk to us a little bit about those.
Sure. So the exhibit that we have, it's in our rotating exhibit gallery. It's called In Search of Healing, and it's about 19th century medicine. So we have some interesting instruments, some diary entries, some letters that kind of explain what it was like for people who were suffering from disease and illness in that era.
Well, always fun, always educational, a great place for the family to come and enjoy a day. Give us some contact information where we can learn about when the exhibits are going to be open and some of the things you got going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, our website is rbhayes.org. Our phone number is 419-332-2081. We are also on Facebook and Twitter, so people have lots of ways to check us out and learn about what all we have going on.
I'll tell you, a great museum. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Well, take it from me. If you're going up to the North Coast, a great place to visit is the watering hole at Monsoon Lagoon. This place is just amazing. They have everything from go-karts, boats, a zoo, and you can even have corporate events up here as well. We talked to Al and Bill, and they told us more. Well, Bill, welcome down to Columbus. Good to have you and the watering hole at Monsoon Lagoon. And Al, good to have you on the show.
Good to be here.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you, I've been by here 100 times, and I am totally impressed. This is really taking my breath away walking in here. Tell our viewers what they are going to find here at the water park.
We have a water park. As far as age goes, we focus on like 3 to 13 years old. We have a lot of different things to do. We have 4 different pools. We have go-karts, unlimited, bumper boats. We have a miniature golf course that's all been completely redone. It's a fun place to be. Everybody likes coming here.
Well, you know, Bill, let's turn to you and learn a little bit about the zoo.
We got a brand new zoo. It's all indoor. It's open year round. We have a slew of baby animals. We raise a lot of baby animals, baby sloths, baby goats, baby antelope. We got giraffe and zebra. We have a special junior zookeeper program, which the kids love to do. It's a special 2-hour program, very rare. And it's rain or shine. We don't care. You come and you can do one or everything at the park. You can split it up on the bad days and do the dry side, or you can do the wet side, or both. You can spend the day or you can spend 2 hours, whatever you want to do.
I'll tell you, I can't see getting through all this in 2 hours. It is exciting and a lot going on, and it really is a great place to come.
It's never stop action. It's always something going on and always something new.
Fantastic. Give us some contact information and tell us how we can learn more about the watering hole at Monsoon Lagoon.
You can see our number at the bottom of the screen, and our website is wateringholeatmonsoon.com.
It's a great place to come, great family entertainment. Yeah, thanks so much for being on the show. Well, coming up a little bit later on in the show, a winery that's been making wine for 130 years on Put Bay, plus some natural air conditioning. We'll explain in just a little bit. Central Ohio, mark your calendars for September 7th and 8th and head to the shores of Lake Erie in Port Clinton for the first annual Rock the Light Music Festival. On Friday, you will be entertained by Here Come the Mummies. Performing Saturday, it's American Idol runner-up Crystal Bowersox and pop and hip-hop singer Aaron Carter, along with local favorites.
Ooh, good enough for me and my Bobby. Come on now.
Ticket info available at historicportclinton.com. Don't miss Rock the Light. Well, the message here in Port Clinton is open for business, and no one knows that better than Main Street Port Clinton and the Chamber of Commerce. We talked to Nikki and Nicole, and they told us about their organization, how it helps the community, and some of the changes that's happened here in Port Clinton. Well, Nicole, good to have you and Nikki and Main Street Port Clinton and the Chamber on the show.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. Let's talk a little bit about Main Street Port Clinton and its mission and what it does.
Main Street Port Clinton is a nonprofit organization. We solely exist to revitalize our beautiful downtown area and to promote it to the area, to any visitors, the community, and businesses that are looking to come and visit our beautiful town.
Yeah. And this went through a lot of renovation in the last couple of years, right?
It has. Over $6 million has been put into our downtown area. New sewers and water lines, new streets, light posts, everything was redone over the last 2 summers.
Yeah, and it does. It looks great. Nicole, turning to you, let's talk a little bit about the mission and the values of Main Street Port Clinton.
Main Street Port Clinton exists to revitalize, reinvent, and utilize the historic downtown and to promote the community of Port Clinton to residents, businesses, and visitors. We are accessible by water or land, and downtown Port Clinton is a popular destination on Lake Erie. It's a thriving year-round community, welcoming residents and visitors just to enjoy the vibrant businesses, the unique shops, the excellent restaurants, and quality entertainment located within our historic downtown.
Let's talk a little bit about Main Street Port Clinton. You know, this community has just went through so many changes, and it looks so great in the downtown and everything. And I know Main Street Port Clinton's been a part of that. But how is it funded?
We have several events throughout the year that we raise funds for, and our biggest one is the Walleye Festival. It happens every Memorial Day weekend. We did a study a couple years ago, and it estimated to have bringing in about $3.1 million into our county. So all the money and all the funds that are generated through that event, we put back down into our downtown area. So that is a huge fundraiser for Main Street Port Clinton. Throughout the year, we have a downtown trick-or-treat. We do a community Christmas, and we're starting a brand new event this year called Rock the Light. It's going to be a 2-day music concert. It's going to be set in Waterworks Park. We have some smaller bands, some local bands, but then we have a few headliners, and we're hoping that it'll be a huge success. So it's September 7th and 8th.
How can people help the Main Street Port Clinton?
Our planning and all of our events can't happen without committee members and volunteers. We have 4 different committees that you can take time to volunteer on. Of course, our Walleye Festival Committee, which plans the Walleye Festival all year long. Rock the Light, which is in charge of the 2-day music festival. We have our Promotions Committee, which is just in charge of promoting our downtown businesses. They're responsible for Community Christmas and Trick or Treat, also Riverfront Live, which happens on Fridays throughout the summer. And then we have our Economic Restructuring Committee, which is in charge of bringing in new businesses to downtown. It takes a lot of planning, so the more volunteers that we have, the better. And like I said, we plan all year round for all of our events.
What would you tell people about what they're going to find here in the community of Port Clinton if they come to visit?
You're going to find just a great overall community feel, plus that vacation spot that everybody likes. We've got the beaches, we've got the boating, the islands, but then you come downtown and we're a small knit community. We've got fantastic, very unique shops. We are the walleye capital of the world, so there's plenty of great fishing around here. And we're smack dab in the middle of Cleveland and Toledo, so it's not a far drive no matter where you're at.
Well, give us some contact information.
We are historicportclinton.com. putnbaywinery.com, and then 419-734-5503. And then we have located in downtown on Madison Street as our office. Stop in and pick up some information.
Port Clinton is open for business. Thanks so much, Jackie, for being on the show. Nicole, thank you. Well, a trip to Put-in-Bay would have to include Heinemann Winery. This place is amazing. This in the Crystal Caves is a part of the 130-year history of Heinemann Winery. They brew some fantastic wines. They have sangria, just a lot to do, and a beautiful patio that you can enjoy on your trip here. We talked to Ed Heinemann, and he told us more about what you're going to find. Well, Ed, good to have you and Heinemann's Winery on the show.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I love this place. It is so quaint. We're in the garden part of it, but you have been on this island for, 130 years, right?
Well, my great-grandfather founded the winery in 1888. He came from Germany in 1880, and then he came to Put-in-Bay in 1888 and started his own winery. And me and my son Dustin, and he's got a boy Eli that's 5.
Now, how many parts of the state do you distribute Heinemann wines? Because I see them around the state.
Well, we're a small winery, but we have a very good distributor, Bowling Green Beverage, and they get our wine throughout the state of Ohio. 80% of what we make, we sell right here at the winery.
Well, when people come up to Heinemann Winery, what all are they going to find? I know you got the Crystal Cave. Let's kind of talk about what they're going to find, what they can do here.
Well, they can, of course, sit in the wine garden and sample wine, cheese. We have sangrias.
It is something you can come over here and easily spend a couple hours. Let's talk about what you have here. I know sangrias is on your menu, aside from the great wine, so let's kind of talk about the platter.
Yeah, okay. Well, we have cheese plates, of course, here. 3 different kinds of cheese and crackers and olives, and then we have several different kind of spreads there, and we sell sangrias.
By the pitcher.
And by the pitcher.
Well, Ed, we're going to leave it there, but give us some contact information where people can find you on the island, first of all, and if they can't come to the island, where they can find more information about Heinemann Winery.
You can give us a call, or we're on the internet, HeinemannsWinery.com. You can order wine online.
Sounds great, Ed. It's a pleasure having you on. Thanks so much for having us out. Man, I'll tell you, this is some great wine.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Central Ohio, mark your calendars for September 7th and 8th and head to the shores of Lake Erie and Port Clinton for the first annual Rock the Light Music Festival. On Friday, you will be entertained by Here Come the Mummies. Performing Saturday, it's American Idol runner-up Crystal Bowersox and pop and hip-hop singer Aaron Carter, along with local favorites.
Ooh, good enough for me and my Bobby. Come on now.
Ticket info available at historicportclinton.com. Don't miss Rock the Light.
If it's happening in Central Ohio, you can find it on our events page. ONAColumbus.com will give you detailed information on everything: arts, entertainment, education, sports, theater, and more. Go to ONAColumbus.com and click on ONA Events.
Well, coming up in this segment, you're going to learn about the man who, if it wasn't for him, Put-in-Bay may not be here today. And they celebrate it every day with a winery that rivals Napa. I've had several people compare this to Napa. They said that there's just nothing like this even in Napa Valley. It is a beautiful winery and situated on Lake Erie. It just doesn't get better than this. Tell me a little bit about this and what our viewers can find here.
Well, one of the great things about us, besides the fact that we have wonderful wines, and we actually import some juice from Napa Valley to make some of our drier wines. We have a beautiful Sauvignon Blanc as well as a red blend that's about as dry as you can get. But our customers tell us all the time, especially the ones that have been to Napa or Sonoma Valley, there's nowhere in the world that you can go and actually pick up this view. I mean, we're on the water looking out at the boats, the harbor, the archipelago of Lake Erie and the Bass Islands. With all the gardening and the landscaping around us, it's one of a kind.
This is also the Dollar Estate. And so what is the significance of that?
Well, actually, interestingly enough, that is why the Put-in-Bay Winery is here. The Put-in-Bay Winery is here only as a function of preservation, to make sure the historic Dollar Estate directly behind us is preserved for future generations. Valentine Doler, who came to the island in the 1850s, is really the reason that we're all here. He was the one that originally turned it into a tourist mecca.
How easy is it to find a Doler House? Because a lot of people tell me, they go, yeah, you tell me about Put in Bay Winery, but I just don't know where that is.
Well, that's always been one of our dilemmas. We're downtown, but just outside of town. The best way to get here is head to the boardwalk and take a left. We're less than a half block down, right on Bayview Avenue, of course, right on the bayfront. Look for the giant yellow mansion with the winery flags in front.
How do we get more information? How do we find a Doler House? And how do we call you if we can't find it?
Well, the best way, our telephone number is 419-285-3343. Hardly anybody reaches us that way. The best way to reach us is online at putinbaywinery.com with no slashes.
Well, check out this board game. This is just one of the things you're going to find at the Goat Soup and Whiskey. We're going to tell you a little bit more about this place coming up later on in the show.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news about upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus.
Well, just a short walk up from the Jet Express is the Boathouse. And boy, if you're looking for great music, wonderful drinks, and some jambalaya that is unbelievable, then you want to try the Boathouse. We talked to Kevin Daly, and he told us more. Well, Kevin, so good to have you in the Boathouse back on the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
This is a mainstay of Put in Bay, the Boathouse. It's been here for a number of years, I know. And I know one of the things that you do well is the music and the bands that you have here. Talk a little bit about that.
We do. We have really, really great bands here. And, it's good old-fashioned rock and roll, a lot of 80s. We've pretty much been known for at least 12 or 15 years as one of the big music venues on Put in Bay.
Question. Well, the other thing that a lot of people come in for is the drink. So let's kind of talk about that. I see you got one over here.
This is our signature drink. This is the drink that we're most famous for. It's the Boathouse Pool Party. It's got several ingredients, including Absolute Raspberry, Lemonade, and Blue Caraco, and a few other secret ingredients.
Kind of guaranteed to cool you off, right?
Absolutely. It's one of our favorites here.
Well, I know you got a couple of the dishes that are very popular here at the Boathouse, and the jambalaya, I hear, is amazing.
The jambalaya is definitely one of our signature dishes that we're very well known for, and it's got a really, really nice New Orleans flair to it with the Creole sauce on top and the andouille sausage and chicken, and it's a classic dish, and we sell a lot of it, and everybody loves it.
I know a recent addition is your beer garden, and so tell us a little bit about that. That's exciting.
Well, the beer garden opened last year, and it is one of our newest, coolest things. It's actually it connects to the boathouse out in the back. It's a real nice. It's a nice little twist of old Germany right in downtown Put in Bay.
Well, there's always something exciting here at the Boathouse. And again, where can people get their schedule of music that you have, bands, things that are coming up?
Oh, you can go on our website, theboathousebarandgrill.com. We also are very active on Facebook and Instagram, and we're pretty easy to get a hold of, pretty easy to find on the internet.
Kevin, good seeing you. Thanks so much for being on the show, man. Good to see you again.
Thank you. Take care now.
Well, a trip to Put in Bay would certainly have to include the Goat Soup and Whiskey, where fresh is the main ingredient to this, and they have a fabulous beer garden. We're standing here in that beer garden right now. We talked to Scott Jackson. He told us more. Well, Scott, good to see you again, and good to have the Goat Soup and Whiskey on the show.
Cheers. Welcome back. It's great to see you.
This is a great place. It really is. The food, everything you do, you really do it right, and there's no question. Give us, our viewers, a sense of what makes Goat so successful.
Well, I think you've kind of nailed it. Of course, the food, everything is from scratch, made to order. So we try to use our own vegetables and herbs as much as we can and keep it fresh.
The amazing part about the Goat is the different patios and different areas when you come in. And one of the things I couldn't help but notice, you have board games.
Yeah, we are a family restaurant. We're casual fine dining, but we've got plenty of room for the kids to run around and games to play, and adults too. We offer indoor air-conditioned seating, and the patio's gorgeous with flowers and fans. So even when it gets real hot, it seems nice and cool right there. So everyone's comfortable.
Now this is the beer garden. So what do you feature in here?
We were fortunate enough to find Stiegel, one of the world's greatest beers, on draft. So we based the entire beer garden on Stiegel. We've got 5 different beers from Austria and 1 from Germany.
What does the future hold for the goat?
Well, I'd like to continue to expand the beer garden and focus on the quality and service of what we're doing here.
Well, you're certainly doing that every day. There's no doubt. Give our viewers some contact information where they can find your website and come up and enjoy this.
Please look us up online at www.soupandwhiskey.com. We're between the churches and our friends at Heinemann's Winery just down the street.
Fantastic. Scott, still good seeing you again. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Cheers, Mike. Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Central Ohio, mark your calendars for September 7th and 8th and head to the shores of Lake Erie and Port Clinton for the first annual Rock the Light Music Festival. On Friday, you will be entertained by Here Come the Mummies. Performing Saturday, it's American Idol runner-up Crystal Bowersox and pop and hip-hop singer Aaron Carter, along with local favorites.
Ooh, good enough for me and my Bobby. Come on now.
Ticket info available at historicportclinton.com. Don't miss Rock the Light.
Would you like your business to appear on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more.
Well, Bay's Edge Resort in Port Clinton is a great place to bring the family. Don't stuff them in a hotel room. These condos are equipped to handle up to 7 people. We talked to David Neff and learn more. Well, David, welcome down to About Columbus. Good to have you and Bay's Edge back on the show.
Thank you. It's nice to see you.
You know, the thing I think about is summer is still plenty left. And what a great vacation to come up here to the North Coast and enjoy all the things that this has to offer. And this Bay's Edge is a great resort with the lake behind us and some beautiful places. Tell us what people are going to find here.
You'll find, there's still prime dates open for the townhouses. We've got Cedar Point not far away, still going on, still happening. We've got the water park. You're going to like it here.
Well, tell me a little about the accommodations.
It's sleeps up to 7. There's 2 bedrooms downstairs with 2 beds in each room, twin-sized. Upstairs is a big loft area with 3 other beds. Bathroom upstairs, downstairs. You got everything you need when you come. You've got the washer, dryer, stove, refrigerator, microwave. The only thing you really need to bring when you come is just food and clothing and fishing pole if you want to fish off the deck.
Yeah. That makes it really nice if you have a family that you're bringing up,
Yes.
right? No sense in stuffing them in a little hotel room.
Yeah, I mean, here, we've got the volleyball court, we've got horseshoes, we've got a little basketball hoop. Kids can go swimming at the pond. If you have kids, it's a good spot for you.
Well, I understand, David, you're the woman to call if I want to get reservations. When's a good time to book and how far in advance and those kinds of things?
If you want our prime dates, May, June, the earlier the better. If you want like July, August, September, I can get you in there. It just depends on when you want to come in.
Well, I'll tell you, it sounds great. Well, give us some contact information for some folks in Columbus who want to come up and enjoy this.
Okay, you can give me a call. My number's 419-341-8570, or you can go online to www.baysedge.com.
Fantastic. Dava, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you. Nice seeing you.
Nothing like a great day of fishing on Lake Erie, and Mark One Sport Fishing can certainly take care of that for you. And they have a fleet of boats that's just amazing, and they run all hours and times of the year. We talked to Mark Kalig, and he told us more. Well, Mark, good to have you back on the show, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. Trying to get these Columbus people up here.
Well, they got to come up, and everybody loves to come fishing. They love to come up to Lake Erie. And I was surprised, when we did your resort, Bayside Resort, to find out that you had fishing boats as a part of your operation.
Yeah, it's actually been a great feeder for us there. In the resort, we actually, go after two types of people. We go after the fishermen, but and then we also obviously go after the tourists over there too. And the other thing that we do that I'm really encouraged about is we take all stages of fishermen. And what helps us is that we do 2 types of fishing. A lot of the guys up here either drift and cast or they troll. Well, we actually do both.
How many boats do you have?
We actually have 6 big boats. I call big boats, like what we're on here right now. Right. And then we have 2 smaller boats. And the 2 different programs we run here is that in the spring and in the fall, we will take out up to 3 people on the smaller boats. Now, the reason that we offer that is we're versatile. So we offer a 2 to 3 man fishing trip for the end of March, whenever ice out is, to April. And then again from mid-August to the fall. Then our summer business, which is mid-April to mid-August, that's specifically the big charter groups, and that's anywhere for 6 people or less up on the boats, and there's set prices for each. You know, the nice thing about having what we have back on land with the lodging and then the fish cleaning in the store is we can gauge how well the fishing is, and the perch are starting to come in. So August through the fall will be a great time for a combo trip of walleyes and perch.
Sounds great. Well, give us some contact information, Mark, where we can learn more.
We got a website, mark1sportfishing.com. Get us up there and see us on Mark 1 Sport Fishing on the Facebook.
Sounds fantastic. Mark,
Right,
good seeing you again. Thanks so much for being on the show.
All righty. Thank you.
Central Ohio, mark your calendars for September 7th and 8th and head to the shores of Lake Erie and Port Clinton for the first annual Rock the Light Music Festival. On Friday, you will be entertained by Here Come the Mummies. Performing Saturday, it's American Idol runner-up Crystal Bowersox and pop and hip-hop singer Aaron Carter, along with local favorites.
Ooh, good enough for me and my Bobby. Come on now.
Ticket info available at historicportclinton.com. Don't miss Rock the Light.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news about upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus.
We talk about some innovative ideas. We stopped by Catawba Island RV and found out that they have a trailer that is built for people with special needs. And not only that, but if you're looking for a lot of space in a travel trailer, well, they have a 3-bedroom model. It's just some of the innovative things that we learned from Kevin and David. Well, David, welcome out about Columbus. And Kevin, good to have you and Catawba RV on the show today.
Thank you so much.
You know, this is pretty unique. You have travel trailers for people with special needs, and you're very unique in this, right?
Yes, sir, we are. It was a market that we researched extensively, and we found out that actually we're one of 2 people in the entire country is actually specializing in special needs travel trailers.
So what kind of things have they added to that travel trailer to make it work for people with special needs?
Well, there's a number of things. First of all, what we really like is the 5-foot shower that an individual who utilizes a wheelchair can get in the shower very, very easily. Everything's easily accessible.
And it's even got a lift, too, for a wheelchair.
Yes, it does have a Rycon wheelchair lift. Matter of fact, many of the items on the Harbor View model can be operated by way of a wireless remote control, even the awning.
Well, David, turning to you, again, let's talk a little bit about the park model, which is the one that we're in. And I got to tell you, I've never seen one this big.
It is very nice. It's 45 feet long. This one has 3 bedrooms. Theirs is only the second one that the HL Enterprises are our manufacturer, and it will sleep 8 with 3 bedrooms and then a fold-out couch beside me.
Well, give us some contact information, how we can learn more about the handicapped accessible trailers that you have, and find you here in Catawba Island.
CatawbaIslandRV.com is our website.
Okay. Well, David, thanks so much for being on the show.
Yeah.
Kevin, thank you.
Would you like your business to appear on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more.
Well, we certainly hope you enjoyed today's show. We certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. Of course, you can always see this online at onacolumbus.com and follow us on Facebook. We'll see you next week.